promise you I don't have a bag in because it hasn't launched yet. But there's been a little bit of news on the meme token that's coming out from Captainz from Memeland. So we had this tweet saying preparation for the meme coin drop. Max spot price is going to be 69.69 ETH or lower. Allowless spots. If you've got a human captain, you get one allowless. If you've got a shark captain, you get two. If you've got a kraken captain, you get two. If you've got a Kong, you get three. A kaiju captains, you get 3x. 3 alien captains, you get 10 whitelist.
Whoa.
And MVP, you get 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Potatoz get a whitelist spot as well. Obviously, they want to sell as much as possible. That's why you get a whitelist, you get a whitelist, you get 10 whitelists. I mean, the more they promote this, the more they sell, the better. And again, I mean, on the one side, I take my hat off to them for having the courage to go after a token when everything with tokens is happening, being declared as securities or not security, all the rest going on. On the other side, I think that it's a big risk to their project because it could sink them. You know, if they get charged. Huh?
It definitely could. It definitely could. It's
Yeah.
very risky.
So I think
they're like one of the
risk.
only ecosystems that potentially even could do it. They're like the only one with a real ecosystem built around that could work, where there's a reason to use it. But yeah, if they get docked, it's very possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We do know that the SEC is investigating Bored Ape Yacht Club. We brought you that news a year ago. And these things, the wheels of justice turn slowly. We don't yet know what's going to happen. So yeah, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, we've got the meme token coming out. They've created a whole website for the meme coin. I'm in no way promoting this. I'm not being paid. This is news in the space. Captainz is a very big project. If I ever promote, I had a comment this week. The reason I'm saying all of this, I had a comment this week saying, oh, it sounds like you got paid for this promotion. I was talking about one of the top 10 projects. And I made it very clear that for me, I've been very successful in the last 20 years building and running my own marketing company. I do this as a pure passion. I just enjoy it and love it. I really make next to nothing off it. And I would never, ever put my integrity at risk to promote something without specifically telling you that this is a paid promotion. So I want to make that incredibly clear because that comment just pissed the hell out of me. But either way, they've created a whole website. Again, they're saying it like claim your whitelist as if you'd be lucky to buy their token, right? Look, if they do it right, they could have a short-term pump. I'm very hesitant. Any project I've seen, except for Bored Ape Yacht Club, who it's slowly going down, but most of the time it crashes within a couple of weeks or months. If it's an NFT project, right? So I'm very, very skeptical of these sort of things, but it is happening and it's a big project in the space and it's news. And so you got to know about it.
Also, will you go back to that Twitter thing before?
Yeah.
Did you see that Psychedelic Anonymous is trending on the right? Not to totally take it away, but I've not seen that name in a while. Just interested why that would be pumping.
I've got all their merch. I did it so well in this ecosystem.
Why are
20 hours ago, whitelist, official whitelist.
Oh, wait, is that real? Wait, what? Hold on.
New day, something everyone PFP.
Trying to figure out why they're trending.
You figure it out, Cade. You figure it out. And let us know after. So I just want to show you, if you look at Captainz current floor price sitting at 7 ETH or 6.8. But if you have a look here, what I found interesting, the date of this announcement was the 10th of July. So if we go to look at the trading and we go to the 10th of July, it actually pumped a little bit and then dumped. And then now has completely come back. So the lowest low here was 5.2 I saw. 5.2, let's call it. Could be slightly off. And the highest high touched 7. 6.99. It touched 7. So yeah, I mean, initially there was a dump and then a pump. And if we have a look at Potatoz, it played out in a very, very, very similar way, which always the sub collection does play out in a similar way. But again, you had a well, it depends what time on the 10th of July here, 6 p.m. But you had a dump and then it's pulled back to 2 ETH over there. I just want to see what time this was. 6:37 p.m. Okay, so Potatoz pumped. People felt Potatoz were so obviously what happened here, right? Just assuming, is people didn't think that Potatoz would be whitelist for the meme coin. And then when they heard about it, they bought them because they went literally from 1.5 to 2. And they've now recovered back to that point over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, just interesting to see. Always like to see how the floor price went.
Yeah, I was wondering why they were so high. I was like, damn, they're 6.8 ETH. That's pretty impressive. I thought they were like 5 or something. But yeah, man. I mean, again, yeah, this is pretty much this is sort of why I'm not sure. I think I really do like their brand. I think they're doing. I think if there's any way you're going to drop an NFT project with an ecosystem that already exists, like Memeland, I don't think there's another way to do it. Like this, I kind of like the way they're dropping it. I'm just so priced out that I can't really involve myself in it. But like, I think it's cool. I think it's more like, I don't know what the word is, but like, I don't feel as icky about Memeland as I do some PFPs, because like there's nothing the PFPs have to show for anything they've done, or for most of them. But Memeland's got like a whole entire company and a whole entire reason to exist, and they're funny, and it's a legit thing. And so I'm rooting for them. I don't know too much about them.
I've always said every time I've spoken about them, except for 2 weeks ago when I had a bit of fun with his comment about Web3 is all demanding and da da da. I said anytime I've seen a founder complain about Web3, there's a problem there, right? But other than that, I like how they always do. They do their thing their own way. They launched the MVP before anything else. They've really always gone to their own drum. The Potatoz evolved, and they launched the sub collection, the Potatoz, before the main collection, which we haven't ever seen before. So they've always beat to their own drum, which I always respect and like,
Yeah, I would agree, dude. I remember seeing that podcast. He went on Champ, the NGMI, K Money and Champ, back when they were doing that thing for a few months. I remember watching their podcast. It's actually pretty cool. He was a nice dude. I think he gets the game for internet culture, so it's good. It's like the type of person that succeeds in this space. So I'm not surprised they're where they're at. But anyways,
for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Cool. So I see a really nice question by Krishna. I'm going to keep it for the Q&A, Krishna, if you can stay around, and then I will both answer it in a lot of detail. Thank you for that. And guys, if you want to, you can put questions and we will come to them at the end. We've got a section at the end for Q&A, and I would love to do it. I love seeing questions. Great question. I'm looking forward to answering it for sure.
Specific questions are the way to go. Good questions like